don't worry, we will anyway switch to a completely different form of technology, to yours and yours and yours and your technology that you are having with you. Your screen bodies, as I call them, the screen bodies that you have in your pocket. This small, opaque, smooth, and hard body you are carrying with you, your smartphone. Because Protektorama, I am a smartphone healer, a smartphone Sangoma, a 3G mountaineering witch, and a smartphone hexer. And as this smartphone healer, I'm not healing your smartphone or your smartphone. I am also not healing you from your smartphone. I am healing the relation between you and your smartphone. This is what I do. This is why I exist. This is how I apply myself. For that, I have developed a series of rituals which so far have failed. On and on and on. It's a constant failure of ritual practice. And I'm here today to have another failure again. But by way of failing, I want to narrate my existence and, as I said, heal the relation between you and your smartphone. For this, I would like to form a better circle, because we have a very strong circle here, and we have a thin circle here, and then again we have a very big circle here. So if everyone moves a bit in, and then we form a nice circle, which is thick on all sides in the same form. And please come very close to one another, because this form of ritual, this lecture that leads to the ritual, will be based on giving up yourself, giving up your own individual self and your individual smartphone to this community that we formed today, to this temporary, fragile community. That's not a good circle yet. We need to come a bit closer still, and then form a second circle, which is also because otherwise, if we form the smartphone circle that is developing, we won't see. So to start, I want you to take out your screen body, out of your pockets, out of your, what's that, jacket, out of your shamal, kameez, out of your tricot, out of your trousers, your pants. Show them to me. Show them to me. Right. And then you have to prepare them, because now there is these individual settings that you put on them. Some of them have an orientation lock. Get rid of it. Get rid of your orientation lock. Some of them are silent. Get rid of the silence. Put them out loud. Yeah. Louder. I want you to open your browser, which is connected to all of these antennas here, through your 3G network, through your SIM card. Okay. If you don't have internet, if you can't connect to all of these antennas, the cell phone towers around you, I want you to find someone that you can share your smartphone with, because already we will share them ultimately in this lounge later. If you're ready with that, please go to the browser and put in my witch's code. The code is, which you put in the address field, the code is PTXX.TK. And then show it to me like this. PTXX.TK. So there's a tip for Android users. Hi. There's a tip for Android users. Try it again, and if it doesn't come up, don't let Google search it. Yes. Can you try it again? Don't let Google search it. Go to the address. Yes. And then try it again. Hi. The witch, the surrogate witch, which is guiding you, oh, this is very big, this is very nice, will say hi to you. It says hi. No? Try it again. PTXX.TK. Hi. Look at it. I am Protectorama. I am a worldwide witch. Can you read it? I am working as a smartphone healer in gadget culture. And now, through this, I speak through your device. I have synchronized your device. Okay? Press it. Say it. Confirm that you want to be synchronized. They just have to try again. PTXX.TK. TK. Now it's blank. Starts again at hi. I am Protectorama. I am a worldwide witch. I'm working as a healer in gadget culture. Can you read it? Okay. And now I speak through your device. I have synchronized it with my surrogate Java script, which now will dominate yours and yours and yours and your individual screen body, smartphone, data body on which you store your other self, your digital self, your copy of yourself. It works? Okay. Yes. Press yes if you want to be synchronized, or no that makes exactly the same function. Bonaventure, you need internet for this. So, oh wow. Okay, so now who is working, who's synchronized with the witch? Just raise your arm. Who is synchronized with the witch? Show me. Who is synchronized? Who can read my messages? Who's synchronized? Who says hi on the... Hi. Okay. Who can read I am Protectorama? Who knows that I am a worldwide witch? And who knows now that I am working here as a who? Show your phones. Okay. Who can't? Show your phones. Who can't? Who can't see anything? Show them. Okay, so everybody who can't see, please band with someone. Just sit next to someone who has access to the witch. All of your phones are different. Some will be synchronized, some won't. So share them with your peers. So everyone has now a screen in front of them on which they can see. So now, for now, please stop looking at your phone, even if it doesn't work, and find someone next to you. Oh, wow, in black and white, and white and black. Okay. That's very cool. You also got it. So now that we are synchronized, and now that we are sorted, we're all synchronized. You have to imagine this, we are synchronized not only through our smartphones, but through these antennas that are all around us. We are all connected through this. And I, as us, in my other selves, will speak to you through this setting. To introduce you to my multiplicity of existences, to my multi-beingness, to I as us, I want to give you a small introduction into what I am. And for this, I would like you to turn around your phone, so it's like this. Hold it like this. And then I will introduce you to my self-sister, Transformella. This is Transformella, yes. Turn her around so she's not squeezed. Yes. Show her to the others, please. Show her. Turn it so she turns. Turn it. Yeah. Okay. So for now, you can look at myself. Because Protectorama, that name is real, but as a sign for my body, it's just one name for a multiplicity of others. And one of them is Transformella that you see. My body is here now to connect you to these others, to connect you to Transformella and Transformalor. This is Transformalor. Transformalor is a latex repro revolutionary of Ovolu factories. Imagine my body as I am now, enmeshed with this other body, the repro mother's fork, with this dripping latex demon child, the IKEA super reproducer Transformalor. Today I am this I am a worldwide witch and smartphone Sangoma, but tomorrow I will have forked. I will have become this being. I will have become XX, the witch machine, a rare earth occultist, and a techno-alchemical being. Imagine this being here as well. I am the Wesenschwarm. I am Schwarmwesen. We research, we intervene, we infiltrate as a herd, as a flock of self-sisters, of potential identities. I'm getting into this other self, fragmented, unreal. So we call ourselves self-sisters, others call us avataras, or potential identities. They call us traitors and tricksters, idiots, traitors of identity, traitors of gender, traitors of family and nation, traitors of everything that they call this reality in which we think we are, this common reality. What we think is real, I as us, we as many are traitors to. Because I as us, on the contrary, work on the notion that this reality, that this common reality, needs to be betrayed. It needs to be betrayed for another real, a potential real, a real that is slumbering within this reality, a real that is potential as in that beings become multiple, that the ideas of common reality, gender, nation, and families are to be betrayed. We do not come from another world. We do not come from another time. We are vessels into these other realities, into these communal realities that we embody them in the here already, in the now, in the mean, in the common reality. So we produce potentiality against this common reality in which we all live. But how do I report from all of me when we are not present at once? How do I immerse you in this self-generated, in this meandering schizo mythology? How do I report when I as us is many and the others are not here at once? Imagine our potentiality, this order, a form of identitecture. A diagram, which you see right now, a genealogical tree of becoming, of multiplying, collapsing, and re-becoming in an order of identities. This identitecture is our constructed, continuously evolving genealogical tree of an experimentally growing herd, of a sprawling flock. Imagine this diagram, which you see right now, as an evolving organigram of multiple bodies and our identity management. Through it, we understand our process of forking and partitioning, of reproducing ourselves, manufacturing us identities, making ourselves new selves, such as this one that you see now. This is Transformella working as a reproduction avatar. Think it of an alternative lifeline to this one. So I, as us, create in various fields. In the lifeline of Transformella, which you see here, or Transformala for that matter, we research the processes in which biodigital capitalism transforms the way we reproduce things, beings, and ourselves. Our focus in this is how biotechnological industries, such as surrogacy centers and fertility road, cryotechnologies, and egg cell markets interlace with global technologies such as communication systems, which we are using right now, and the jet plane networks. As these repro-revolutionaries, as these repro-techno mothers, we travel the world, which you see right now. We infiltrate the IKEA, the mass reproduction storage facilities that are installed all around the world. As this lifeline of avatars, I built the repro-techno tribe, a form of community that is an alternative to the family structure organized by surrogacy, IVF, and these technologies. I'm not going to go too much into these because we have to cover a lot of space with smartphone healing, so I'm just giving you this small information as an insight into my multiplicity. As this being, the swarm, Schwarmwesen, I as us am even more deficient and abstract. I'm an failing identity in and for itself. I'm existing in a languageless space, a space without language. I don't know how to speak as this one. I don't know what I'm doing. As Schwarmwesen, I am a silent disruptor, a traveler of European tourist sites, analyzing the psychotic topographies of global tourism, of migration, and of the artifacts that are copied endlessly and circulated around these tourist sites, circulated around the globe to materialize in tourist sites, and how they interlace in these very forms. As Protectorame, as I am today, I am the root vessel of the worldwide witches. I'm the root vessel in that sense that I am sort of the mystic or mythological center of identitecture. I am here today as a model for self-sistering. I will use my own example of how to all these other identities construct their lifelines, and so I will connect you to my own becoming in this next chapter. As Protectorama, I have evolved from performing healing rituals. This is when I'm performing a healing ritual. It's sort of similar to what we do here, for this relation of the smartphone to yourself, this fetishized object, the screen body that duplicates your own biological body. I roam the various global smartphone cultures to extract knowledge, specific knowledge, on how these actualized and technologically informed spiritualities of the smartphone fetish are working in these very specific cultures. The techno-spiritual alchemy that rules you and that I, as us, want to disperse. I call this global circulation of smartphone fetishes, you as data bodies, screen bodies, I call that a capitalogenic circulation. This is the World Healing Forest. The World Healing Forest is a device similar to this one. It's a textile that's ordering the community in a specific form. It's a device that makes you aware of your relation to your phone by giving it away to the witch, by giving it away to this temporary community that we form. So we are fixated into this textile device, the Weltheilungslight, and we hold the dysprosthetic ritual of this fetish. I did this ritual on mountain tops, as you see here. I did it on recycling yards in Maboneng, in Johannesburg, South Africa. I went further to snowy mountaintops in Allgäu, that's in the south of Germany, as well as a 3,000-year-old stone circle in Arran, an isle 80 kilometers west of Scotland. In all of these instances, I tried to extract specific knowledge of the local smartphone culture and tried to cast my language spells upon the community. But also, not only in the absence of reception of the smartphone fetish on these mountain tops, far away from any connectivity, also in the center of the capitalogenic real, the center, the cathedral of screens, the 3G cathedral of Times Square, I did hold my ritual in New York City. But there I recognized that I had to fork again. I had to become my other self. So I forked myself into a corporate-specific infiltrator, a being that could travel corporate-specific sites and infiltrate them specifically with the materials that are connected in the smartphone. Here in this image you see a silicon broth in Iceland next to an aluminum power plant, which I, as us, infiltrated as my new self, Protector X. This has given me a new strategy, as a new identity, a new line of research, which I want to now show you. But as you have noticed already, it's very important for me, as us. We speak as many, but the site we are speaking from, is it this body or another self, is very important. And so I have brought myself recorded on another device, and I will play Protector XX, as my new self from my own past to you through this device that I brought. For this, I want you to come even nearer. I want this smartphone circle to now become real, and now that it's dark, it will be a bit easier for you to get rid of your own smartphone. So what we do now is we will form the ritualist circle. Each one of you will lay their smartphone here, out, and then, but please make sure it's this way. Yes. So we will form a circle with which we can see together. Orientation lock. Yeah, that's not part of my introduction to take off the light situation, right? Do we have some more to put in to complete the circle? Okay. Please, can you play this? Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Greetings, sister. My name is Protector XX. I am a surrogate for a witch. I was made on July 9th, 2016 to assist in a ritualist research maneuver in the iStorage. iStorage is the witch's name for the flagship store of the Apple Corporation on Kurfürstendamm 26 in Berlin. I was made to assist the construction of a machine, a temporarily formed community machine. Constructed by us, the worldwide witches, we formed a fragile, communal witch machine. And with this organic and at the same time technological apparatus, with this delicate and transitory social relation that you would normally call an audience, we infiltrated the iStorage. Hundreds of humans congregate in Apple stores around the planet. Day to day, they marvel at the iDevices and they touch the screen bodies. They devote themselves to the opaque and glossy surfaces, to the ancient idea of a body without any material weight. Day to day, they devote themselves to the smartphone fetish. We infiltrated the iStorage to perform a counter-ritual, our psychic ritual, that would disrupt this reality, that would upset this devotion. Walk with me. Traverse with me through my psychorealist precipitation. So, as psychorealist precipitations are what has to materialize from our experiences. Because, as you see in these images, you might have seen or not seen, the melting of common reality that we all live in, and my own potential reality, It's okay. It's part of it. The melting of potentiality and reality led to the police reinforcing normality in the Apple Store in Berlin when I was trying to hold my ritual. So this intervention led to the fact that my ritual cannot move on, cannot travel across the globe into the various Apple stores where I would have liked to produce my counter smartphone ritual. I now had to do a precipitation, a re-narration, a derivative form of this ritual as a storytelling operation, such as this one. I went on as Protector XX to exist, but I couldn't exist in the form that I wanted. As you see here in these images, these are the Berlin tabloids calling me an idiot, a traitor of reality, a traitor of normality, a traitor to the ordered procedures of smartphone fetishization in the Apple Store in Berlin. As a last form of healing the relation of getting rid of your device towards this beautiful circle, I actually want to really talk through them. And I want you to imagine yourself being in this Apple Store with Protector XX. I want you to imagine yourself in front of one of the iDevices, the hundreds of screen bodies and tablets that are sold in Apple stores all around the world. I want you to feel the cool air and the cleanliness of this space. I want you to feel the opaqueness of the surfaces of each one of these tablets. I want you to imagine this sanitized space in which nothing happens all over than the worship of the smartphone fetish. And in this moment, outside Protector XX, the witch is waiting. You are inside, hooked to this device, which she has infiltrated, such as I have infiltrated your iDevices. And then her voice starts to sing from the iDevices. As I've said before, none of the healing rituals have worked so far. And it's not about healing you or the smartphone, it's establishing a healing procedure for the relation between you and your smartphone. It's also not apparent how this can work. I will try again. I don't think it's about successes. It's about trying to fail and fail and fail. And the success is to be able to fail again as such an unlikely being that I am. So with this, I would like to close this circle. I would like to welcome you to a drink and to be in discussion with one another, one-on-one. I'm staying here as Protektorama. I will be here again as another self-sister, and I would like you to follow me as a witch, Facebook and Instagram, as many, and you can hopefully at one time also join me in one of my research missions, my infiltration interventions into common reality. Thank you very much. Do not clap or anything. This is not a performance. It's a form of being together.